Hey guys, what's up? I decided to try out some Ranger Predator builds against a PC Primate in private games, and things are harder for sure. The energy drain now, while using Thermal and Cloak together, is higher. The bow have been nerfed, and it's like not really reliable to use unless you're just against like the last two fighting players. Never try to use the bow now against a full squad. It just takes too many arrow shots to down someone. You only use the bow in situations where like you're finishing off a fighting that is down it, or you're trying to just go against like the last fighting players that are left of the match. Against a full team, just go for plasma, which is mainly my approach here. I usually am going to try to get the first down or the first kill with the plasma caster. Then I try to use either the crossbow gun or the bow to finish them off. But even then, like, I feel like just if I have enough energy, just stay with the plasma. I think that's like the best approach, because with the plasma caster it does more damage. It's 140 base damage, while the crossbow gun is 120, which I decided to try in this match. However, I feel like unless you are in very ideal conditions, like the fighting is trapped or already downed by something else, it's harder to use the crossbow against players that know how to move well, know how to position themselves well, so they can not get hit by this weapon. It's just like very hard to get 2 consecutive hits, because that's what you need to be able to down someone with the crossbow gun. You need to get 2 hits because the damage is 120. So just hitting them once with this is not enough. And just the little half second in which the camera leaves the Predator to go to the bolt, even though I'm canceled, like I shoot the crossbow and I just cancel right away, just a little half of a second in which the camera leaves the Predator leaves you vulnerable, and you can just lose like a good amount of your HP in the process. So it's riskier to use. I would say Plasma Caster, what you guys are gonna see in the matches here, which I first match I used the Scar build, and the second match I used the Celtic build. It's better to always start with the Plasma Caster. You go in with the Plasma Caster, try to get a 1-shot or maybe just like a 2-shot, just get like, or maybe you can sometimes, if you get the right hits, which is the main thing. Plasma Caster, I mean, pretty much like they nerfed most of the Predator options in the game. The crossbow and the disc right now, they can be easily destroyed. They can do good damage, but they can easily destroy. The bow damage was nerfed in a match earlier this year. They nerfed the Plasma Caster splash damage. So the Plasma Caster can be very good, but you need to get direct hits. And not everybody can do that, because since it's a projectile weapon, you need to time it well, you need to position yourself well to get in a good angle to get a direct hit. If you get a direct hit, that's the best approach to be able to down a fighting, because usually you can either one-shot some of the classes with just one charged shot, and specifically when you stack, like you're using like Stalker, like the ranged specialist, which is why I'm using Scar. I'm using Scar because he has Stalker, so Plasma Caster damage, which is base 140, with Stalker it is gonna go up to it's 15% more, so it's gonna go up to 160, which allows me to one-shot some classes with the red hits, or I just can do a one-charge shot and a quick one, and it's gonna be able to down a fighting. And then if I have enough energy to keep going, it's better to actually just finish them with more plasma. I usually switch to the crossbow or the ultra bow when I don't have enough energy to use the plasma. But in this build specifically, it's more my anti-energy drain build, which is why I have a modifier reserve. Scar and Celtic are among the classes with the highest amount of energy reserves in the game. Not only that, but they don't have any energy drain when they are cloaked or using thermal vision on their own. Like if you use cloak or thermal vision separated, there's not going to be energy drain. So the energy drain on these classes are lower. However, if you use thermal and cloak together, which I tend to use, the energy drain is still going to be higher than it was before. So in Scar case, I decided to minimize that by using modifier reserve. Of course, if I could, if the Scar class had more perk points, I would either use like downrange or medic in this situation. But since I only have 2 points, I decided to trade my usual protection, because in this build I would usually use protection so I don't lose my mask. I decided to trade it for modifier reserve so I can have more energy for more plasma, because it's a plasma focused build, and well, plasma is clearly the best option at the moment, especially with the lens. And yes, this build, I know that it only works in day maps, but in private games I only play in day maps. I know that my approach would have to be different in a night map, but I mean, night maps, the Predators are usually screwed. I would say the biggest weakness of this build is that although it can do a good amount of damage with the Plasma Caster and the combination with the lens, so they don't know when you're charging, is that you don't have medic or downrange. And this is a big problem, because Latch Bounce is very good, you have more traps, you have more medic, it's very effective. However, not being able to heal fast can put you in a disadvantage if the fighting tries to chase you down. And medikits, normal medikits healing is just too slow. And considering the fact that the missions are very fast, you don't have much time to keep healing so much, you know. So it is a problem. Downrange, more damage would have been better, so I can even do even more damage, especially with the bow. My approach with the Scar was mainly get people down with the Plasma Caster, either finish them with the Plasma Caster if I have more energy or if I'm in good position. But if I don't know, like I'm running out of energy, or the guy that got down and put himself in a position where I cannot finish with the Plasma, then I come in close and I try to finish then with either the Crossbow or the Ultra Bow. Usually the Crossbow is better because it's just 2 shots and it's over. With the Ultra Bow, it's gonna take, like, depending on the class, now like 4 to 5 shots, which is just a lot. And this is without support, because these guys don't use support. But if there are support, he'll be even more. But this Scar build is overall very good. For Plasma, good damage together with Stalker, good amount of energy, more than Celtic in this situation. Celtic build is good. So I have less energy with the Celtic build, but I can do more damage because I have downrange and I have Analytic. Analytic is the same damage buff that I have on Scar, but since I'm using together with downrange, I'm going to have a 25% buff on the Plasma Caster, which allows the Plasma Caster damage to go up to 160. So, no, wait. No, that was 160 was with the just the specialization. Okay, 175. So I'm going to be able to one-shot most of the classes, but it has to be a direct hit. And in a lot of situations when I'm shooting from far, it's hard to get a direct hit because, again, it's a projectile weapon. You have to time it very well. But this build is good. However, it has 2 big weaknesses in comparison to the one from Scar. First off, Analytic is trickier to get the damage buff from. Is on Scar, you just have to stand still and you're gonna get the damage buff from Stalker Specialization. However, with Celtic, I need to scan the fighting to get the damage buff from Analytic. And scanning the fighting, I think that against, like, in public games, it's like easy. But against, like, good fighting players that they know that I'm using Analytic, how do you scan fighting players in this game? You need to be using thermal vision, and at a certain distance, if they are not mudded, you'll be able to scan them very easily. That's when they have, like, the red symbol on top of their heads. Or you can also do it faster by just ADS, just aiming in their direction, but it has to be in a certain distance. However, these players, they are always mudded, so they don't get scanned so easily, and they are also always moving. Because if they stand still and I just aim at their direction at a certain distance, I'll be able to scan and get the damage buff. So this build can be very insane for damage. It was like my solution for the bow. I thought that, oh, maybe if I can scan them and use downrange together, so I get the 25% damage buff, which works for all the ranged weapons. Not only am I going to be able to do insane damage with the Plasma Caster, but also with the bow. Maybe that's going to make up for the bow nerf. However, scanning that is much trickier. I was only able to scan 2 of them with the bow. And that was because I was trying to just come in closer to them, not even attack, just try to ADS, aim at their direction, try to scan them. Because I feel like you need more damage. I would say if you're going to use Analytic, try to scan at least 1 or 2 players before coming in to attack them. That's what I try to do. However, I cannot scan all of them. It's just too hard. There's not enough time. You just don't have enough time to be able to try to scan every single player. If I could, that would be great. And that's a weakness of this class of Analytic. And the other one is that I don't have large punch. Since I'm using Detail Lens Plasma build together with downrange, I have to either choose Medic or Large Pounce. Large Pounce is good, I have more Medics, but I heal too slowly and that can get in my way. And Medic is good, I can heal faster, however, I just, I only have 2 Medics in this situation. I might have to rely on Piggies, and the fighting can counter this by camping on the Piggies, so that was rough. I don't know, I tried to go with downrange, maybe the next time I might trade downrange for Large Punch. Maybe this could be like a better option, but then again, without downrange and without scanning, I won't be able to do enough damage. So that's why I went for downrange, because I didn't know for sure if I was going to be able to scan these players or not. So I need at least a damage buff from downrange. So each of these builds has a weakness, but I just try to make my best out of it. It's always about focusing on doing more Plasma, getting people down with Plasma. Then unless you cannot finish them with Plasma, then you come in close and risk yourself getting close to be able to secure a kill by using combat stick, the crossbow, the bow up close. But yeah, it was rough. And Celtic has less energy, and I decided to focus more on damage rather than like energy in regards to Scar. But this is pretty much like the reality of how playing ranged has a Predator against a PC Primate is like on the game right now.
up. What was that?
Get your head down.
I think they got eyes. Weapon dry. Need help.
What am I looking at? Spread out. Holy shit! What is that?
Reloading. I'm hit. Help me out. Come on, man.
What am I looking at? That ain't human. Want some of this?
Frag out. Reloading.